Oh, shit. That's not good. That's not good. My fucking camera's stupid. Hey, I guess the fucking webcam I had wasn't as bad as I thought because I forgot I unplugged it and now I'm blurry as fuck on here. So that's awesome. Hey, so I feel bad. Some poor girl's life just got hijacked. Hey, hey from Australia. Hey. I will say this, expect an influx of trolls for a hot minute. More than likely. Is what it is. Yeah, I agree, Jax. It's a lot better over there. I'm only gonna be on what I'm gonna start doing is do TikTok for like X amount of time and then just like stop the TikTok feed and bring it over to YouTube. So all right. So I plan on going live. And then made the mistake of flipping through my For You feed and fell into somebody's live that was asking questions about the medical records that April, has. And somehow it turned into a fucking shit show. But, hey. Well, I was going live before. I was literally getting ready to go live. I was just scrolling my FYP for a hot second. Well, I can respond on YouTube. I actually respond on there. Yeah, well, I mean, look, it is what it is. But yeah. I was getting ready to go live. I saw somebody talking. They didn't really understand the whole thing with the medical records, so I jumped in there and went to hell in a handbasket pretty quick. Shocker. So, I am starving. What did you miss? Not a whole lot. I tried. And my thing is I even tried to do the right thing, but apparently that wasn't good enough either. So, I mean, whatever. It is what it fucking is at this point, even when you try to do something and try to make something right, it's still not good enough for people. So is what it is. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. I'm just not. I'm on Socratic, which was, so this account, the account I'm on right now on TikTok, it was actually banned, this morning. Woke up to my account being fucking banned. But they gave it back to me and I appealed it and I got it back in half an hour. So I'm not exactly sure because I didn't have any violations. So I don't exactly know how I got on to TikTok and my account was fucking banned. I was like, the fuck. But I appealed it and I got the account back within half an hour. So I'm live on that account because I am shut down for the next X amount of time on my other account, which is why I have so many accounts. But luckily for that, I have YouTube. By the way, go follow my YouTube. I changed the name so it's easier to find. It's on YouTube. It's just Ryan Lee TM. It's much easier to find that way. The other one was too long. Yeah, well, they were trying to get you in the box to explain what had happened to you. So yeah, just, you know what? No. Katie was in there. No, we're not doing this. No, we're not doing this. Nope, I'm not having that. I'm not playing that game. Nope. So we're not going to play that game. Somebody just came in from the live I was just in and tried sharing my live. I'm not doing this. I'm not playing these games. I'm not nothing. This is getting to be fucking ridiculous. Yeah, I know you have videos on it, Jimmy, but apparently everything we say and do is inaccurate. So I mean, it is what it is. It doesn't matter what goes on. People, when I'm trying to explain the text messages, it still isn't coming out correctly. So I mean, yeah, I said what I said. Actually, I outed most of those myself. I said what I said. I was given bad information. I don't know what you want me to do with that. I was given bad information. So simply trying to fix it, did what I did. Is what it is. You can say whether you think it's right, wrong, left, right, or sideways. It doesn't really matter. Is what it is. They won't even let me be real and apologize. Nothing is good enough for them. Well, I mean, here's the deal. So I went on there and I said, Nina is correct. She was contacted to use her was contacted to use her content. She is telling the truth, from what I understand. I guess she showed proof at some point. I don't know, but so yeah, the text messages that were put out there that I absolutely did talk about them in 100%. I'm not going to, people like, you're trying to get out of the text messages. You're trying to back what you, no, I said what I said. I'm not going to say I didn't say what I said. I did. I was given shitty information. And now to be fair, she was also possibly given shitty information, because what had happened, just so everybody knows, was she had asked Lifetime if certain creators claiming to be that were claiming to be contacted, if they had been contacted. She was told no. She went to a different department in the show, and the show said yes. But in between point A and point B was the conversation of those text messages, to which on the phone, which I can't prove, obviously, was go get the screenshot from Lifetime and we'll set it straight. Shut her the fuck down. Is what it is. She never came back with the text message, told me that they had contacted a different portion of the show, and she was contacted. It's that simple. And even when I try to explain that, it's still not good enough. I don't know what to tell you. That's what I was told, and I said, all right, go get a statement from Lifetime saying she wasn't contacted, and we can shut that shit down, that she wasn't. It's not hard. All I ever try to do is say what is accurate, believe it or not. I don't really care at this point. Really don't care. So wait, what? Who, Mama? So that's all that was happening. Is I was told one thing. I said, all right, get the proof and we'll shut it down. Is what it is. Is what it is. Ooh, thank you, Delilah. I appreciate you very much. Thank you. She did not come with the receipt. She did not come with the proof. So obviously, then she does tell me that she has been. I don't know what to tell you. You can take whatever I want, or however you can read it, however you want to read it. There, at this point, nothing I'm going to say is going to change people's minds, and that's okay. That's okay. I am on YouTube. Yeah, I'm on YouTube right now. So I was on the live and I backed up what she said. I said, you know what, Nina's right. She was contacted to have her content on there. Now, part of the reason why there was a confusion is because at some point along the way, I had heard that she said she was doing something with the show, which was not just content. Now, obviously, that was probably inaccurate, because this app loves to just do whatever. Release what? Do you listen? I just said there is nothing. Do you listen when I talk? I just said she told me inaccurate information. Said that you were correct. Did you not just hear that? Because if not, you can go to the beginning of the YouTube live to hear what I said. Christy told me that you weren't. Then she told me you were. Those text messages took place in between point A and point B. This isn't hard. Why am I condescending? At this point, because when I say something 50 fucking times and it's still not getting through, that's why. So, they happen between point A and point B. Those text messages happen between, no, she absolutely is not, and oh, wait, guess what, she is. So, that's where those text messages took place from, in between the two. Is what it is. Don't know what to tell you. And even if I even went on that live saying, you know what, probably should have went straight to the source. Probably should have just asked her. But more than likely, she would have said, I don't have to show you anything. Fuck you. Probably, I would assume. I mean, that's the vibe I get. So, I mean, what would be the point of me asking to begin with? So, I don't know. So even when I say, you know what, maybe I should have done it differently. Maybe I should have, you know. Still ain't good enough. Still ain't good enough. I don't know what you want from me. Now, meanwhile, while I'm saying that, I point out the fact that, you know, putting up the video of Christy vacuuming the driveway to get away from me, that said enough. That said enough. To me, that was enough of a video of a, hey, you're an idiot. That would have been enough. I think everybody in here, had I decided to get on a live with a long black wig, face caked with makeup, and started talking about different things, you know, it wasn't even the wig and the makeup. It was like, you know, you like my new haircut? Just throw more shit at people. Just, you know, if you want to try to okay that behavior, that's you. That's you. I don't know what to tell you. Things could have been, you know, if you want to come back at me, give me a little tit for tat, show some shit in my face, that's fine. That's fine. You know, make the vacuuming the driveway thing. That was enough. That was enough. Going on with a fucking wig, talking about, oh, I just got my hair done. Too much. I mean, and all the time, regardless, people are like, well, you talk shit about people. Number one, talk truth. And if Nina wants to say she talked truth, cool. Could have done it without dressing up. I would have, yeah. I'm not even going to address that particular comment, Sarah Beth, but you're right. You're right. It could have just, I could have, wait, huh? Seeing myself mirrored hurt my feelings. Being mirrored. Right, yeah. I would absolutely say that was a completely accurate mirror. I got to say that. No, I did not. In order to make my point, what I didn't do when I found this out, what I didn't do was put on a long black wig and cake my face full of makeup and be like, I'm totally with Lifetime, blah, 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 blah. I didn't do that. Okay. I didn't do that. So it is what it is. There's a way to do something and there's a way to not. Oh, you know what? Let's talk about that. Hold on. Let me scroll down. Pamela. I agree with you. I agree with you. No. There's a way. If she wanted to tit for tat me, tit for tat me. Tit for tat me. If you felt that I came for you, come for me. I get it. I get it. I get it. Yeah, Jimmy. I get it. If she wanted to come for me, that the video of her vacuuming a driveway showing I'm an idiot, that was enough. That was enough. I wouldn't have said shit. Hell, I thought it was kind of funny. I thought it was kind of funny, to be honest. That was enough. I just think it was overboard. I think it was overkill. It is what it is. That's my view. I'm allowed to have my own views. Y'all are like, oh, we're going to back Nina. Blah, blah, blah. She has her own views. I have my own views. You don't like it? Fuck you. I don't care. I don't care. There is, she made her point with the first part of it. She made her first part with the first part. She made her point with the first part. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read like 50 fucking things. So it was overkill. I don't care what anybody says. As the person that it involved, I'm telling you, it was overkill in my view. I don't get on here and I mean, like, I could have been petty. I could have came very petty. I could have came very petty. I could have done the same thing. I could put on a wig and cake my face in makeup and been on here acting all hoity-toity. I could have done the same thing, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. So, being in a wig and making fun of someone is bullying, pure and simple. Aries, I'm beginning to feel the same. I'm beginning to feel the same. How I treated Fancy. How was that? How I put on a wig and acted like Fancy? Barbie doll? You mean like how I treated Fancy? So I put on glasses and a wig and I literally just I totally got it. Can somebody show me that live, please? No, here's like I just said. Obviously, I need to say it again because you didn't hear it the first time. Nina making a video in my direction with Kirsty vacuuming a driveway showing that I'm desperate. That was enough. That was tit for tat. That was fine. Dressing up like somebody is not. I don't care what anybody says. I don't give a fuck. Like it or lump it. I don't give a fuck. You're holding on to this wig thing. Are you insecure about your new hairdo? No, I'm not. No, I could have got on a couch and screamed with my ducks, as somebody just said. No, you can absolutely make your point by making your point. She made the point in the first part of the video. Second part to me was overkill. Period. Period. No, so what it was is wait, what? What it was is sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. I'm trying to read two different fucking chats. Apparently somebody said she brought her kid into the fucking video. I didn't watch it that far. I don't know what you guys are saying that. I don't know what was I heard something. Yeah, it says using children in your content that revolves around this is gross, period. My whole personality was about Fancy for weeks. Nowhere in there, however, did I impersonate, dress up as, etc. Just saying. So, and as for the messages that got put out there, let's go over that real quick. I can say that real quick. So Jasmine, the non-PR, put some text messages out that I sent Kirsty. That Kirsty should have never sent to her. Trust me. We've had that conversation in spades. I, in turn, showed the whole screen thing. If I was trying to hide what I did with Nina, I wouldn't have posted it. What I posted. Okay. Teresa, okay, if you say it one more time, I think you would have said it 135 million times. Now we get it. But you don't. Because I am literally over here reading somebody who doesn't get it. So unfortunately, I have to reiterate because people are either not getting it or just choosing to fight for no reason. So do I think it's okay for Says Brie to do the same thing to Nina? Brie's video was more disgusting. I'm not Brie. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Apparently, and I don't know. I didn't see this. I don't know. All I know is Nina apparently took something from Brie. Brie then came after. That's not me. I'm not Brie. I don't know. Don't get me involved in that. Go talk to fucking Brie about that. Go talk to her because I don't fucking know. I don't even know what the hell happened with that. She was just like, so you think it's okay to use my video? So now we're going to use it. I don't fucking know. That's beyond me. I have no idea. I don't think any of it's right. I think that, and I still have the video up apparently on Real Crime Replay that I took down on this account. Which is all of us were fine like 3 months ago. All of us were fine. And now everybody's on everybody's throat. Like everybody's freaking out. Everybody is doing shady shit. You know, everybody's doing shady shit. And if we could all go back to, you know, pre-April, I think the entirety would be fine. Nina mad at the text of y'all trying to cancel her, and you're mad she made a video, y'all even. No, I was cool with the vacuuming video. What I wasn't cool with was impersonation. I think that's overkill. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if you agree with me or you don't. Don't care. Impersonation is overkill. I didn't do that to her. I could have, but I didn't. I could have hit back with another video, but all it's going to do is perpetuate it constantly. So the point was made with the vacuuming video, the first portion. The impersonating part was just immature and ridiculous in my opinion. No, Barbie, trust me, I'm not. You guys don't know what goes on behind the scenes, or when the camera is off. Like you don't know what goes on. You don't know what goes on. Kiki, what, I don't know where, how, where, if, what she was played. I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. No, just it's fine. I'm not gonna block her. If she wants to come on here and say shit, she can come on and say shit. I don't block people. She blocked me, but I'm not gonna do that. She blocked me, but I'm not gonna do that. If she wants to talk, she can talk. Her and her family reach out to you. Well, you know what, Nina? I'm feeling at this point, maybe me and you need to have a sit down, because I think you're being fed one thing and I'm being fed another. Did that ever occur to you? Because that's what I'm beginning to fucking wonder. Is you're being fed one thing and I'm being fed another, and we're being shoved at each other because A makes good content, and B, if we're concentrated on each other, we're not concentrated on the problem. So I don't know. Is what it is. I have no idea. Because I got told the exact opposite. Like the exact opposite. You just said her and her family reach out to me. I do not reach out to them. That's what you just said right there. What do you mean you didn't say that? Or unless you're, oh wait. Oh wait, sorry. I think I'm reading it. Okay. The vacuum thing is Christy was busy with moving Gypsy out of Ryan's house, getting her ready for the surgery, and filming, so she wasn't replying back to me. I was pissed and telling her that she owed me a fucking explanation. And so because she didn't get back to me in the 2 days, not 2 weeks, they made the joke that she was doing everything she could to not reply, such as vacuuming her driveway, which I thought was funny until the video continued on. That's what I'm wondering, Christy. That's what I'm wondering. And again, Mishi, and I know you like to shit stir. I've already explained that. I've already explained it. Go on. Why don't you have a one-on-one with Nina to figure this out instead of letting scammers play you both against each other? Not saying I wouldn't do it. I just feel like that they're spinning all of us in a direction at this point. I feel like they're trying to I feel like they're trying to spin us all at this point. Yeah, I know that, Stevie. I know that. What have I flip flopped on? I've kept the same views on Gypsy, so I haven't flip flopped there. She's too smart to be a flip-flopper. She literally went from posting all anti-gypsy comment to, oh my God, y'all, gypsy text messaged me. That's not flip-flopping? The fuck? If you want to say that I've ever flopped, which I've still said the same thing I've said this entire time, how is that not? You can't sit here and say I am and then she's not. Either we both are or we both ain't. So, yeah. I just flip-flopped on Christy until she must have called you back. She did call me back, and I'm still agitated. Yeah, she called me back. We talked for 3 hours. I'm still agitated. It's okay. Yeah, and I've said over and over that I think that if Nick's in there, she should still be in there. That's not changed. It's not changed. It's not going to change. I've said the same thing. You can go back in every fucking live I've done since I've talked to him. It's the same thing. But yeah, I mean, in the end, realistically, the more that we keep getting twisted up in this, the more TMZ pays for more videos and shit, right? In the end, isn't that what it's all about? That's not really something to be proud of, Lily. You're like, I'm a sheep, get it right. I don't think that's something to be proud of. Yeah, the other live's on YouTube. I like you and Nina. I don't think you should be pitted against each other. Don't apologize to Nina. There's no reason to. Did you start talking to Christy? You stopped posting about Gypsy. There's nothing new. There was nothing new. And then when there was something new, I actually did post about it. But apparently you missed that. So that's okay. Yes, I apologized to her for the fact that maybe I should have just asked her since I was being spun in two different directions. I probably could have asked her. However, if I would have asked her, she would have told me it's none of my goddamn business anyway and told me to go fuck myself. So, I mean, would it have been all for naught? Would it have been all for naught? Those text logs were from like a week and a half ago, FYI, when all this was going down, from like a week and a half ago. And you're not hearing me say that. I'm not sitting here saying I didn't say it. I know what I said. I said, because she told me that she was not involved in the show. I said, okay, go get something from Lifetime, get a statement from Lifetime showing she's not, and we'll shut the shit down. That's exactly what it was. I don't tell you. She never gave it. And then she came back with, oh, well, they did get her for content. Cool. It was done. It was over. Well, I didn't feel like I needed to out her fucking rhinoplasty. Like, I didn't know that was news. And what? A nose job is news now? I didn't think it was news. Let's see. All right, so Darlene, I'll talk about this one. You went days and realized that you were being played by Christy. Put out the posts and the texts, which I put out the text to show the context of the ones that Jasmine put out. That's the reason the texts got out. Then I feel like a call from Christy and you pull it all down. So I'm going to be 100% real with you guys. I'm gonna be 100% real. You ready? I'm gonna be real with you guys. So, did Christy ask me to remove the texts? Yes. Did I? Yes. Why did I? Number one, when I was trying to show context between the text message that got put out there, I could have probably showed the text above it and the text below it, and that would have been enough context. I probably didn't need to put out the entire fucking day. So my view was, you know what? I did go above and beyond a little bit. So I took them down. I knew they were all going to get screenshotted and put on Reddit fucking anyway, so what did it matter anyway? They're out there anyway. It doesn't matter. No, I didn't know. Wait, what? Shut her page was never shut down. What are you talking about? I don't report her shit, just so you know. I don't. I've never reported Nina's shit. I don't do that. I took great joy in reporting Thea and April shit. Not gonna lie. It was yeah, I would report Thea and April shit, yeah. I don't report Nina's shit. I'm not why? Yes, Darlene, I do. No, I didn't. I was not trying to get her page taken down. I know what it's like to have my shit taken down, and the reason why I would report April and Thea is because of the shit that they would put out, and the fact that they were trying to get my shit yanked. But no, I'm not. I already know. Look, the account that I'm on right now on TikTok, that was actually banned this morning. I already know what it's like to have your shit that you work for taken down. I'm not gonna go whether or not I agree with Nina. Whether or not I agree with her, I'm not going to try to get her shit taken down. That's a lot of work she put into her platform, and I'm not going to try to do that to somebody. I've already had it done to me. This account right here has been taken down 3 times. I'm not gonna try to flag somebody's shit to get their account taken down. I'm just not. April and Thea, yes, I did. 100%. You want to know why? Because they both doxed me. You can look on Thea's Facebook right fucking now with all my information on it. It's up right now. I did that to Nina and showed in you did what? I never tagged her shit, dude. I never reported her shit. I never reported her shit. I had no reason to. Just because I don't like somebody's content, I'm gonna report it? No. That's dumb. I know what it's like to work for your platform and have it yanked out from underneath you. I'm not gonna do that just because I don't agree with it. No disrespect, honestly, but I think most of us are just trying to make you see that you're being played by the Blanchards. Trust me, it's in the back of my head. Trust me, I got that. I agree, Hannah. Yeah, we already exposing the lies. We've talked about that on numerous occasions. That's not what we're talking about right now. We've talked about that on numerous occasions. I've been a huge proponent of that. That I think that the victim in this gets lost, and that's Dee Dee. However, we are not talking about Gypsy and fucking Dee Dee right now. We're not talking about those 2 people right now. But thank you for trying to make this about something that it's not. I appreciate it. Right. I don't like a lot of things on this app. I'm not going to report it just because I don't like it or don't agree with it. That's dumb. Yeah, we're gonna actually Penny, we're gonna do that. I actually have it set where I can screen share my other YouTube, so we're actually gonna do that real soon. I'm gonna do another live with my videos. And that's why I think she took the shit down. She either misunderstood or was told bad information. Who took what shit down? I agree, The reason the text messages that I put up with me and Christy is because Jamie, who was given the text message from Christy, trust me, I've had that conversation. I'm agitated. I wanted to show the actual what happened, and unfortunately, I think I went a little overboard, so I took it down. They're going to be talking about all this on the TikTok drama on the Lifetime series. Well, since they've reached out to Natasha and Nina for their content, very possibly to show exactly how this shit can divide people. 100%. Oh, I literally just did openly admit that I reported Thea in April. Mhm. I got no problem saying if I reported somebody. Oh no, Barbie, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this, Barb's. Ryan has her daughter all over her socials in vulnerable states. Vulnerable states. Vulnerable states. Where I put her mugshot up for wanting to have me killed. That's vulnerable. Got it. Cool. Got it. Yep. Where I put up the huge bruises where I was attacked. That was her being vulnerable. Got it. Got it. Yeah. Gotcha. Absolutely. 100%. Yep. Oh, Chrissy, I know. Chrissy, trust me. I've had that conversation. 100%. Are we watching the same videos, Barbie? Her daughter was not vulnerable. Are you slow? Yeah. Yeah. The videos where she's talking about shaking her kid, that's vulnerable. Punching holes in my walls, super vulnerable. Huge fucking boot imprints on my stomach, definitely vulnerable. Wanting to have me killed, definitely vulnerable. I can understand, definitely. 100%. Where else do I live? Oh, what was where else do you? I thought I said where else do you live? I'm on YouTube right now. My YouTube channel is Ryan Lee TM. They don't need to be posted to social media. Yeah, because we had the same followers that were questioning what I was saying was truth. Because when I tried to talk about anything, it was you're lying, you're lying, you're lying. So, like I do, I showed proof. 100%. You got a problem with that? Fuck off. I don't care. Don't care. It goes to show everything that is fine and dandy that Ryan does, but anyone else does it, it's wah wah. Me posting videos of my abuser and somebody making a video impersonating me are not the same, honey bun. I don't know what Delulu land you're living in, but not the same. And by the way, let me just reiterate something right here. If I was putting up videos of my abusive husband, y'all would be saying, "Yes, queen, we love you," but because it was my kid, suddenly I'm the bad guy. I don't think so. Y'all, I don't think you understand. Not only was I physically and everything else attacked, this wasn't just about whatever. Like she wanted to kill me, like dead, like off the planet. Okay, me shaming her on social media and showing people who she is and that I was telling the truth. I'm never gonna apologize. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna. It's not gonna. Oh. Okay. We gotta put the speaker up. We gotta put the speaker up. Where you at? I just literally put you through. Come back up. Come back up. I want to show you guys something. Come back up. Hit request again. Somebody just requested to come in my live. Request again before I okay. I'm gonna tell you guys something. I'm gonna make sure she gets up. I'm gonna make her okay.
I'm sorry, it took me out when I went to Facebook.
Okay. So I want to tell you guys who this person is. This person is a moderator on my original Reddit. My original Reddit, back in the day, the original Reddit. This is a person who moderated that Reddit against me. She wants to talk. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm a reformed Ryan troll. I take pride in being reformed. So when all of the stuff with Ember was coming out, I mean, Ryan's side of it, I was like, there is no way this woman is insane. And so, I mean, look, we were like, well, how is she doing this to her daughter? That's so awful, blah, 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 blah. And like, I thought she was a horrible person. And it wasn't, and Ryan did not want to post these videos at all. Ryan was trying to keep it, but it's like, it was getting all of this traction. Like people who were supporting Ryan were like coming over to the Reddit and like all of this, and it was awful. And then all of a sudden, like Ryan started like actually like posting videos and like showing all of these other things, and it was like, wait, that's actually what happened. And I will say, like, I did not believe it at first at all. I thought that, I was like, how can anyone like make this up? This is literally insane. She's psychotic. But it wasn't. It was actually real. And at that point, it's like, wait a minute. Now this is like some victim blaming. And like also at the same time, like I was immature and stupid and like didn't realize that like the Reddit was truly hurting Ryan and causing her more distress than she already was under. And that's why I don't troll people anymore, because it's not nice. But besides that, I mean, Ryan has always been honest. Do I agree with everything Ryan says? No. Do I think some of the things she does, I'm like, why are you doing that? Of course. But in terms of like Ryan being honest, she'll say what she did regardless of how it makes her look. If something she did makes her look bad, she's like, yeah, that was dumb, made me look bad. But it's never, I mean, I've never caught Ryan lying or like not, or covering something up. It's just not who she is. So you don't have to agree with Ryan. You don't have to agree with whatever. But one, she's not a bad person. Two, she's as honest as they come. Even when the honesty is like unfathomable, you're like, she has to be lying. She's not. Somehow she always ends up in these crazy situations where her life is literally unbelievable. Maybe she's gullible, but that's fine. People who like that. But Ryan is not a bad person. Ryan is not a liar. Blah, 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 blah. So all y'all can back off. And I hope that at some point, all the people being assholes to her on Reddit and whatnot can like take a step back and realize that hurting people, regardless of whether or not you like them or not, is just not, I don't know. I have learned to make an effort to be kind to the people I interact with. And I will say it's made my life a lot happier. And then just remembering that every time you talk to people, you don't know what they're going through. I mean, I'm going through a lot in my life that I don't talk about and that people don't know about. And I appreciate it so much when people are just kind or make me laugh or things like that. So your actions affect people in little ways and big ways you never know. So you just want to make sure that like your actions are what you would want. So quit being assholes.
Also,
I hate you.
By the way, for those of you who ever questioned, you guys always ask me why I played clips of those videos. You've seen the entire videos.
Yes, I have. I have seen all of them.
And they're worse than what I posted, are they not?
Yeah, the clips were to protect Ember and to not show all of it. I've seen the messages. I have seen the full-length videos. And Ryan posted enough to get people to be like, oh, what? And did not post things that were ultimately just going to hurt Ember more.
Yeah. People always said that I edited them to save myself, even though I was in there screaming on them. Yeah. But there is portions of that video that if I was doing this to do anything other than to just to show the truth, to get people to leave me the fuck alone for what I was already dealing with, if I would have posted some of those things in those videos, it would have been a lot worse.
Yeah. I'm going to drop down because I hate going live. But
okay, thanks. I didn't know she was coming up here. So, all right, thanks, bye. And so, to sit there and ever try to put out what happened with my abuse, you guys don't know what the hell it did to me. I mean, you can see now that I'm a little bit of a chunky monkey right now, right? I'm a little bit chunky monkey right now, right? When this shit all started, I dropped 50 fucking pounds. I was completely unalive, ideations, the whole nine. Okay. Ever wanting to do the things that happened to me, that way that I had to deal with them, etc. You have no idea what that was like. And then on top of it, had people tell you they don't believe you. So then you show proof. And then you're the one who is told that you're a jackass for showing the proof because people told you were a liar. And you try to show the truth. And then you're still the bad guy. There was never a way for me not to be a bad guy in this. So, let's see. Hold on. Hold on. I'm reading. Exactly. If you don't like my content, you don't like me, you don't need to be here. It's not hard. I'm allowing these comments in this particular YouTube right now. Just so you guys know, all the comments are going to be posted later on the live. I have it on live replay, so all of this stuff is going to be on there to prove a point. That child was adopted and she was made that way. She was like that when I got her. There was a lot more that I'm not going to go into right now because me and my husband have decided that we don't want to have to keep talking about this. But she was like that when I got her. And I was just trying to save somebody, I guess. Exactly, Blues. Yeah. I'm just going to put something out there for everybody. I'm going to be real for like a second. Like, I'm going to be real for a second. I just want to put something out there for you guys. I don't know what it's like. I don't know if any of y'all want to understand this, but I'm going to try to give you guys something that maybe you can understand. I spent my whole life not wanting kids. I never wanted to be pregnant. It scared the shit out of me. And then when I was 21, I decided my husband wanted kids. I was going to try to have kids. Still scared the shit out of me. We tried for 4 years and I couldn't get pregnant. And come to find out, I was essentially sterile. And by that time, I had worked myself into, maybe I do want kids. Maybe we can just adopt. Maybe we can this. Maybe we can that. And we decided to go into foster care. My husband wanted to get like a baby 1, 2, 3, 4, something that doesn't come with trauma. And I found Ember on a website. That's how Michigan works. And I really understood her because she had a lot of the same mental illnesses I did. And if you guys haven't noticed, I'm Captain Save-A-Ho. If you guys haven't noticed. And a lot of her files are missing, and I didn't know that she had made false reports on other foster parents. I knew she had attacked other foster parents, but so to not go in everything else, what I want you guys to understand is when somebody goes in and wants to go in with the best of intentions and then your whole world comes crashing around you. My 40th birthday, my birthday is in 3 days. Two years ago, I woke up. My daughter was in a psych ward. My grandson was in foster care, and my husband was at work. On my 40th birthday, which I begged to just not be bad. Since 2021, right before I got on here, or maybe a little after, my life has been garbage, and I've wanted to die many times. Matter of fact, I told a story about how I wanted to drive off the side of a cliff and almost did, but my dog needed a Happy Meal, and I had a troll come in with my dog's face with the name Happy Meal, because that's what it is to you guys, as a joke. Somebody tells you that they want to die, and you make it into a joke. I was told by that vulnerable child to kill myself, cut myself, starve myself. Knowing that I used to cut myself 3 times a day, knowing that I went to 76 pounds, knowing that I wanted to die. And even when I told you guys that story, a troll came in, making light of it. You guys don't like me for whatever reason, and that's okay. It's okay not to like me. What it's not okay to do is to get on social media, tell me my abuse didn't happen, tell me that I deserved it, make lies about my husband who's never done anything but provide for his family, and have to decide between the woman he loves being abused and the daughter that he took in and needs to care for, who is trying to kill his wife. You guys dissect everything I do. I apologize. It's not genuine. I don't apologize. I'm a bitch. I show abuse videos. I shouldn't have showed them. If I don't show them, I'm a liar. I'm getting things from TikTok trying to tell me not to kill myself. That's fucking great. Yeah. My live just got banned because it told me that I needed mental help because I got reported for suicidal ideation. That's it, guys. That's it. Happy birthday, Gemma. Even when somebody's real, even when somebody's trying to say things. My earring tried to run out of my nose. TikTok is evil, but is YouTube any better? Look at the people coming in here. Look at the people coming in here saying that the way people are is okay. I've learned to not let it get to me, Michelle. Yeah, I get that, Gemma. Kathy, that is a major reason why I was sharing the story as much as I was, which I got lots of comments of people that didn't have anybody to talk to. But then I couldn't talk about it anymore. Because if I talk about it on there, it gets back to her and then she starts her bullshit and her lies. So we don't talk about it anymore. And that's why I'm not going into any of the particulars or whatever. I'm not going into any of that. I'm telling you guys that, do you think it was an easy decision to post things? Do you think it was an easy decision to talk about things? No. It's not an easy decision when you spent your whole life not wanting kids, then wanting them so bad you can't even walk into a mall because the sight of a pregnant person makes you want to cry because your body won't let you do something that you finally decided you wanted to do. And then you finally get a kid and you want with everything in you for it to be okay. You want with everything in you to have that great relationship. And the worst part is when it was good, it was good. And when it was bad, it was awful. I mean, do you have any idea what it is like to just want to love somebody and be loved in return? And then them not even not love you, but to literally want you dead. Like, do you have any idea? You guys act like she like stole my cookie. Like, she wanted me dead. Do you understand? Like, do you understand? Do you know what that's like to feel that way? Do you know what it's like to wake up thinking that you could die? Do you have any idea what that's like? That you are scared of being in your own home? Do you know what that's like? No, you don't. But you guys want to vilify me for how I chose to handle it. You have never been in my shoes. And I don't ever want anybody to be in those shoes. I don't care how much I hate you. I don't want you to be in those shoes. You guys don't know what it was like. You have no idea what it was like. Happy. Come here, baby. So to get on here and laugh and joke and think it's funny, or to sit here and say that I deserved my abuse, is disgusting. I didn't deserve shit. I brought somebody into my home. Thank you, Russie. I brought somebody in my home I wanted to care and love for. And what it got me was scared for my life. And if you think that I deserved that, there's a place in hell for you. Stop. You're hurting my legs. Your nails are too long and you're scratching the shit out of me. Stop. But you too quick. Pepper. Stop. Hey, Russie. It's frustrating. And then I can't even defend myself 90% of the time. Because me and my husband decided that to talk about it is to keep her around. To talk about it is to allow her to spew more lies. So I can't even talk about it anymore because we share a social media platform. And if she was saying things that was truthful, it'd be one thing, but that's not the case. And I have all the fucking documentation that says that. As my husband says, I've had enough time to get it out. I've talked about the problem is that there's new followers that don't know really what goes on. Michelle, that's exactly what it's like. The only thing that I guess I can be grateful right now is my third Reddit community just got banned today. One when but it got I don't know why. I went on it once. I had to click through to look at the fucking messages that of mine that were on there. But I hadn't even been on it. I'm over it. And I found out today that it was banned. Do you have any idea what it's like telling social media about a time that you literally wanted to end your life and a troll making a troll account about it? I mean, do you have any idea what that's like to be in that fucked up of a place in your head and have somebody make a troll account about it? Like, do you have any idea? I can't imagine being that miserable of a fucking person. That's why I had to quit my job, except somebody wanted to laugh about that too, about how I quit my job to wait for Christy's phone calls. No, I quit my job so that I could actually have a name that didn't make it all over the internet, so that I would feel halfway decent when I went somewhere, that I wasn't being completely doxxed. So I had to quit my job because the person who put out where I worked last time probably would have put out my last name. It probably would have got back to my kid, and it probably would have been on the internet in about 2 days. No, thank you. So I quit my job. You know, Donnie, but that's the thing. My dog is what kept me here that day. I was at the top of a fucking mountain in Middlesboro, Kentucky, at the top of a fucking mountain. Okay. Just imagining gunning the car and just being done. But I remembered that I told my dog that I would give her a treat when I got home, and I didn't want her not having me and not having the last thing I said to her be a lie. So I went home and gave her her Happy Meal. Go down there right now. She's down there sleeping. Sorry. She did. And a lot of the times, my dog is the reason I'm here. My husband's on the road working. I have like one local friend that I just got. I've lived here 5 years. I have one friend in Kentucky. My husband's at work, and literally, my animals are what keeps me here. And then guess what? Reddit decides that they want to try to have my animals taken away from me because going in real life is fun. That's all I have is my animals on some days. But you guys want to take that from me as well. Thanks. I appreciate that. Because I can tell you, if you want to 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon kill me, that's a good way to do it. Because if you're going to take away 90% of what I have, I'm done. I'm just done. There's not. I have my husband who works all the time because he was a good dad and he's a good husband and he works all the time and he did what he could to provide for all of these animals and me and the daughter who didn't give a shit about any of it, who told him after coming home from 70-hour days that he was a lazy piece of shit who didn't help around the house. Well, I couldn't even get her to go to work. So that was the things he got. But he got physically attacked too, so what the hell? I mean, he got that too. My Reddit page has been banned. I don't know what the fuck they did that they got banned that fucking quick. I got told there was one and that there was text messages on it. I don't know how or who or what got it taken down, but I mean, thanks. Yeah, it's not done yet. Or it's not quite done. We got to put doors on it. Why is your ear inside out, you little weirdo? Well, that's if you're not busy, Ashley. I know that you've been real busy lately. My live got taken down because apparently it sent me a helpline. Sure, Tana. Brandy, I'm torn between one day I hope the trolls feel the way I do, and I hope nobody ever feels the way I do. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I do want to take the time to thank everybody who became a member yesterday on YouTube showing support. A lot of you guys became members and to help support me in this social media journey. And I really appreciate all the people that took time and money out of their wallets to show support. I don't know, I don't know. I've never understood that. But I know yesterday I got off of here and like 30 of you had become members, and I really appreciated that. I didn't realize so many of you guys had subscribed and whatnot. And I tried last night. I did the early access content, and I did one of the behind the scenes videos. It just happened to be my hermit crabs, but um, yeah, the weird and awkward. You guys already got my hermit crab. You become a member by, I guess, next to the subscribe button on there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how it works. But it meant a lot yesterday that, a lot of you guys just, I mean, didn't even blink and hit member. And I really appreciated that. No, some people did it on their phone. Some people did it on their phone. I guess it's next to the subscribe button on my page, or there's the money sign down there, which I think will take you to it, but I don't know. I don't know how any of this works. Um, Ashley. Um, Thank you, Vanessa. I'm just frustrated. Like, it's so frustrating. Like, I wish I would have never went on the FYP today because I was getting ready to go live at like 6:30. I had this whole fucking live planned. Knock it off! I had a whole live planned. I was ready. I was excited to show you guys something that I figured out how to do. And I went on an FYP, and somebody was talking about the records, and I said, "Hey, I can help you out with that." Happened to mention the thing with Nina. Next thing I know, you know, me and Nina are going at it in somebody's live. That's not even what I went up there for. And then I wanted to come on here and have a decent fucking live, but of course that can't happen. So hopefully I can have a decent live after this. So I had planned this whole fucking thing, and I'll have to do it a different day because I've already been on here for an hour and I don't even want to do it now. So I'll just do it a different day. You want a drink? Come on. Go get a drink. Well, I was trying to be. And I even tried to say, I can see how people would have thought that the way that I handled it wasn't good. Looking from other people's eyes about how maybe I didn't handle it correctly. I was going off of what I was told, which you have to understand at the time of those text messages, everything was fine. Shit went to hell in a handbasket within like 5 days of those text messages. When I started finding out that things were not right and I was getting misinformation and whatever. Um yeah, they go all the way through. Um and I thought that when I was in those text messages where I was like, all right, well, let's get it taken down then. Like, let's get her shut down, because it was, I thought that she was lying against my friend. See, one thing that's always happened to me is I go really hard for people I care about. And one thing that I've learned real recently is I pick the wrong people to champion. I know that. I know that. I've learned that. I'm learning it every fucking day that I pick the wrong people to champion. I pick the wrong people to invest time in. And it's bit me in my ass. And I know that. I know that a lot. That, I've always been somebody who cares too deeply. I don't know what she posted today. I have no idea. She has me blocked. And that's the other thing. Like, she has me blocked and then made a video about me. Yes, Capri, but let's do devil's advocate here. Should I have went to Nina and asked her if that was the truth? Yes. Should she have came to me and said, what the fuck were those text messages about? Yes. We could do this all day long. And she could be mad about them. I understand that. I even understood the beginning of that video, making me look like an idiot. I got it. I was fine with it. I was actually laughing until I saw it cut to what was supposed to be me making fun of my fucking hair. I think that was below the cuff. Period. I mean, we're just going to start taking pot shots at people's looks now. There's a difference between, hey, what you did is wrong, and I'm going to rally against what you did was wrong. And I'm going to not only rally against what you did was wrong, but I'm also going to take pot shots at how you look. If you don't see something wrong with that, don't be here. Because if you don't see where that is wrong, the following that she has, she gets a lot of views. And if you're going to put out content that is going to tear apart the way somebody looks, when you claim, I went on her website, and here's the kicker thing. Shut the fuck up, Starlight. She, on her website, it talks about, I love to see women feel beautiful. And then you're going to tear down the way somebody looks. That's fucked up to me. That's fucked up. She literally on her website says, I love to see women smile. I love to have women feel beautiful. And then to get on here and tear down how I look, when I already feel like shit myself. You think that I like the way I look? You think that I would ever want to be in this body? Because I don't. I don't. That's why I spent 20 years starving myself. That's why I weighed 76 pounds. That's why I cut myself 3 times a day. Because I hated myself so much. I hated the way I looked. I hated everything. And so I didn't eat, and I carved things into my body just because I hated it so much. But you're going to go on here and do that. So, trust me. Trust me. I know. If I would have done it, I would have been called a lot of other things other than just a bully. Yeah, I know. I am aware that had the tides been changed, I would have been called more than a bully. I think it's fucked up that somebody who builds their professional platform on making women feel good made a video degrading how somebody looks. I think that's disgusting. I think that's disgusting. So. What about me calling Natasha fat? Okay, so let's talk about that. Have I said things that are wrong? Yep. Have I said them out of hurt and anger? Yep. Did I say it after the fact that she went after me for my piercings, my tattoos, my hair, my job, my weight, my sexuality? Yeah. You poke a dog enough, it's going to fucking bite you. Does that make it right? No. Does it make it right? No. But at that point, much like what Nina did, she had talked about the fact that I was not credible because I had piercings and tattoos, because I worked at a pizza place. She made a whole ass. I have the video of her making comments about my sexuality. And she talked about she had a fucking video up talking about the fat girl calling her fat. So I don't know what to tell you. Do we all know each other personally? No. None of us know each other at all. Does it? That's see, Danielle. That's what my husband says. That's what my husband says. Yeah, you start to feel halfway decent about yourself, and you know what? Here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. I went and I've only paid for haircuts for myself like 3 times in 5 years. And I went and I got a haircut and I felt pretty good about myself. I did. I don't now. I don't now. I did. I actually went and paid to get my haircut and actually said before that live that I wanted to go live because I felt like my hair looked really nice. So yeah, it was a little much in my opinion. It takes a lot for me to feel halfway decent about myself and how I look. So thanks for putting me right back where I was. I appreciate it. Hell, if she would have just put on the fucking clown makeup and said I was a clown. But she had to make the comment, oh, I got my hair done. Look at my haircut. Look at my haircut. Look, I got my hair done. Thanks. I appreciated that. That was awesome. I shave my head a lot because I hate it so much. Purple, social media, it's not the fact social media isn't good for me. I've met a lot of good people on here. But it's frustrating when you try to be a decent person and no matter the thing is if somebody like has an issue and they tell me their issue, no matter what I do to ramify it, I'm still wrong. Even when I went on not one but 2 lives saying, you know what, Nina's right. Nina's right. Just so you guys know, Nina's right. But you're just backpedaling now. No. She was right. There was no backpedaling. There was no nothing. There was me saying she is right. And that wasn't good enough. Because nothing is good enough. That's exactly my point. 100%. Because if I would have done it, that's exactly what would have happened. 150 fucking percent. That's what would have happened. But I don't have that card to play. Yeah, she whited her face, but she could say that was because of the clown makeup. But God, if I would have done it, I would have been beyond canceled. Even way more than what I am now. I'd have been way canceled. How dare I go after somebody? The fucking hypocrisy is insane. And I can't even talk about it. I can't even talk about it. That's the kicker. Even talking about it is wrong if you're me. Because if I pointed that out, I'd be called that just for pointing it out. Just for pointing it out, I'd be called it. I can only respond to followers who are saying it because I'm not allowed to say that. Yes, Michelle. In a video. Yes. Is my grandson with who? For somebody who says that I made her give up her son, why doesn't she have him now? You can't make somebody give up their kid, dude. I can't just hand somebody's kid off. It wasn't mine to give away, but that's the story she likes to tell, is that I made her give him away and that legally I couldn't. And she doesn't have him now. And what the hell does that tell you? What the hell does that tell you? I agree, Justine. I'm trying, Tana. I'm trying. I got it. I got it so that I could kind of look at it to reset myself sometimes. It's not worked so far. It's not worked so far. That's I'm not allowed to say that though. Because here's the kicker. If she wanted to make her face up like an actual clown, she would have. But what am I allowed to say? I guess what's good for one isn't good for the other. Does Jimmy know that Nina did it? I don't know. I don't know. I know Jimmy's been in and out, but Caroline, that's what I planned on doing today. But that went out the fucking window, apparently. I was excited. I learned how to share my screen on here. And I was going to show you guys. I was going to bring up my YouTube videos again, but I'll do that another night. I can't do it now because I'm not in the program in order to do it. Actually, that's not true. I think I have a thing right here. Let's see. Son of a bitch, I can. Thank you, Joanna. I actually can. I I rewatched one of the videos I didn't show last time, and I just realized, like, to me, that, like, I didn't realize, to me, like, to me, for me, I really realized how good the video was. I didn't show you guys because it's not a song a lot of people know, but sorry. Let me see if I can show you guys this one. I'm gonna see if I can show you guys this. Oh, this is one of the videos that I did. Hold on. Oh.
There's a plastic dwarf warlord in the cereal box, and he's licking off the sugar of the breakfast of chumps. Promise that forever we will never get better at growing up.
Nope, no spoilers.
There is no floor 13, there's not even a second story. You've got one to tell, and it's sad as hell. Promise that forever we will never get better at growing up and learning to lie. Prep school kid with Wall Street glib, got a suit and a tie and a record with winners. Promise that forever we will never get better at growing up and learning to lie. I'm on my way back home now. Good lives are cold, like the oldest story. Will mine be told while I'm still young and horny? I know my role is to be all confusion. Set the clock back when I'm growing up. This kid came over and I let him crash, but he went into my wallet and he grabbed my cash. Promise that forever we will never get better at growing up and learning to lie. And a good girlfriend, she turned me in. I was lying with my eyes about adulterous sin. Promise that forever we will never get better at growing up and learning to lie. I'm on my way back home now. Good lives are cold, like the oldest story. Will mine be told while I'm still young and horny? I know my role is to be all confusion. Set the clock back when I'm growing up. Never wanted to be like you or all the rest. I've always been the first one to settle for second best. I never wanted to be, I never wanted to be, I never wanted to be like you. Good lives are gold, like the oldest story. Will mine be told while I'm still young and horny? I know my role is to be all confusion. Promise that forever we will never get better at growing up and learning to lie. Promise that forever we will never get better at growing up and learning to lie. Promise that forever we will never get better at growing up and learning to lie. Promise that forever we will never get better at growing up and learning to lie. Promise it.
That one.
Need to replace Monkey?
Oh. What do I do? Hold on. I was watching that one yesterday and I was like, I forgot that one. There was okay, so not a lost spoiler, but one of the really good scenes that I put on my Lebec's some of the videos. I'm not trying to whatever, but like I did really well with them, some of them. But I want you guys, for those of you who have, this has no spoiler. This is just a scene that was in it that is hold on. If you guys ever remember this scene, hold on. God damn it, really. I don't even know if you guys can see me when I cut out. But one thing that I always thought was awesome. Whoa, hello. I can't figure out how to, there we go. I love this scene. Hold on. This is just a scene that it was so. This scene was so good then. Good night, Terry.
I got troubles out there, not today. They're gonna wash away. They're gonna
I
wash
always loved
away.
this scene. I love the song. My dogs ate my DVDs the other day. I screamed, my Blu-rays.
My house sends love, but not today. They're gonna wash away. They're gonna wash away.
I had an expensive Blu-ray set and they ate it the other day. I was like upset.
I have friends all, but not today. They done washed away. They done washed away. Oh, I've been crying. No, I've been crying. No, no more crying. No more crying.
Yeah, that's where I got this tattoo from.
We get lonely, love, but not today. 'Cause we're gonna wash away. We're gonna wash away. I got troubles out there, not today. 'Cause they're gonna wash away. It's all I'm gonna take them away.
TurboTax Live full service takes taxes off your plate. A local tax expert will do your taxes
Yeah, I always-
start to
I
finish.
always love
Imagine
that
having your
song.
taxes done and off your mind the same day you start. 100% accurate. That's TurboTax Live full service.
Oh, Jesus. Have you guys ever watched Lord of the Rings? Yeah, they start.
2, 1. The New York Times calls the holdovers laugh out loud funny. Bravo. It's pure movie magic.
You guys ever watched Lord of the
The
Rings?
Holdovers. Rated R. Stream it now.
I
Exclusively on
actually,
Peacock.
okay, so then you guys might know this. If I can get it to go. Come on now. This had to do with Lord of the Rings. This is two of the actors. This is from Lord of the Rings. Why I felt the need to make a lyric video to that is beyond me. But yeah, because it was all gibberish, so I made a lyric video to it. But yeah, I have I got the smoke monster. Okay, so the smoke monster is ancient. It's ancient. It's somebody who protects the island, and they can turn into smoke because they got pushed into a puddle. It's beyond whatever. I don't feel like it's hard because like I don't ever want to show videos that have spoilers, but it's hard not to because 90% of the videos that I ever made have a spoiler to some aspect. I mean, they're the only ones I have that like don't have spoilers. One of the ones that this one was always really because my thing with Charlie, like Charlie was the best character to like ever be in a show. His art was really good.
Breathe it in and breathe it out and pass it on. It's almost out. We're so creative, so much more. We're high above, but on the floor. It's not a habit, it's cool. I feel alive. If you don't have it, you're on.
It's jumping because I'm streaming it. If you're wondering why it's jumping a little bit, it doesn't normally if you go to the channel.
Deeper you stick it in your vein, the deeper the thoughts. There's no more pain. I'm in heaven. I'm a god. I'm everywhere. I feel so hot. It's not a habit. It's cool. I feel alive. If you don't have it, you're on. side. I'm not an addict, maybe that's a lie. Sober now, I'm cold, alone. I'm just a person on my own. Nothing means a thing to me. Oh, nothing means a thing to me. It's not a habit, it's cool. I feel alive. If you don't have it, you're on the other side. I'm not an addict, maybe that's a lie. Free me, leave me, watch me as I'm going down and free me, see me, look at me, I'm falling and I'm falling. It is not a habit, it is cool. I feel alive, I feel. It is not a habit, it is cool. I feel alive. It's not a habit, it's cool. I feel alive. If you don't have it, you're on the other side. I'm not an addict, maybe that's a lie. I'm not an addict. I'm not an addict. I'm not an addict.
Yeah, I didn't know how that, because it jumps when you share the screen apparently, which I didn't know because I've never done it. But thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Kathleen Moan, and thank you, Kathy Cook, for saying that they're good. Some of the ones that I really like have spoilers. But that's how I ended up actually going to graphic design school. Was I got into video editing, and I went to a school that I could have learned how to do it better. But my sister-in-law said that if I went to graphic design instead of video editing, she'd go with me. So I ended up going to school for being a graphic designer, which I did absolutely fuck all nothing with. I graduated valedictorian of my fucking class and did nothing with it. So it was a waste of time, energy, and effort, but hey. And then the one thing that I loved to do, I stopped doing. To make those videos, I had all of it on a drive, and then I cut it all down into parts. I had to know where everything was, and the software, I had just gotten to where I was really comfortable with the software. I have other videos that are more better. But I had to learn how to do everything, and then by the time I got comfortable with it, I got sidetracked, and then I just stopped doing it, and I couldn't do it now if I had to. I don't have the software. I don't have any of it. So like what I have is what I have, and I can't do anything. So, but so it sucks because I really loved doing that, and I had so many plans for so many other videos, and I just could never do them. I have I think there's 12 or 13 of them, and I had all these plans for all these videos, and I just never did them because that's what I do. I get really hyper fixated on something and learn something, and then I just squirrel off into another thing. Yeah, no, I'd have to put I can't even get it because I had to torrent it all out. I don't even know where I would get it all. It would be impossible. So basically all I really have is, yeah, I have pretty rampant ADHD. So it sucks because I'll never be able to do it again. So like all I have is the ones that I have. And I don't know, watching them is, it's a lot, it's comforting to me because it was something that I was, fairly okay at, and it was my favorite thing in the world. And, getting to see um my favorite show put into different songs was, um I've always like done that stuff ever since I was a kid. Like if a song came on, I'd like think of a music video in my head for it. And so I actually got to do that for about a year, and then I just stopped for whatever reason, and the drive that I had is gone. The software was on a different computer. Like I don't have anything. So I have what I have, and that's it. And this is all that I'll ever have from it, and it sucks. Um I have other videos that are done better. But there's a decent amount of spoilers in them. So, um but there's definitely ones that are, I had learned the software better as I went on. A lot of it, that one was one that I had done in the beginning, and I learned how to mix in audio and different things. And the later ones got to be, I remember the last one I did, I had finally, you could see a huge difference in the video you just saw, in the last video that I ever did. And there was a huge difference. You could see that I had learned how to do more stuff. And then I just squirreled off in another direction, and then I lost all my software. So, um, I do have the Facebook group, the Writings for Women, Writings of Women, Writings for Women. And I had just put an article up. I went back to my WordPress the other day, and I wrote an article on my WordPress. It's a different, I don't even remember the name of the software. So, but I hadn't written in a while, so I didn't really know what to write about. So I just picked about a song, and I wrote about a song, and it was nice to write for a minute. I haven't written in a minute. So find the links for what? Oh, the Facebook thing. It is, I think it's called, right. I don't know. I think it's writings of, hold on. Groups. Let's see if I can find it real quick. It looks like this. That's my WordPress right there. That's like my writing. And then there is this group here. And basically everybody can like write whatever they want or show different things or whatnot. Can you guys see it now? But that's what it looks like. And it's basically for people who want to write something or um whatnot. So I started that back up and or started it up, and I have my that's my WordPress right there where I'm gonna start trying to get more into that. So yeah, the first time I was ever published was funny. I was young. I was like 8. I was like, God, I don't know. I was really young, and I got published in one of those teen magazines. What I'm talking about, like back in the day, the teen magazines. Um, it was like a fan poem to Macaulay Culkin. I got that was the first thing I ever got published anywhere was this um like fangirl poem thing. Um and then I had won some competitions and got published in those, and I wrote my first book when I was 12, but it didn't get published. It was and it wasn't like a story, it was like a book. It was really long. I think it had like 12,000 words, so it probably been like a novella, probably not as opposed to like a book. It probably would have been like a novella. But I've always really been into writing. I was on the school newspaper. I was an editor on the school newspaper, and I had this really good poem. I don't know where any of my shit went. It's somewhere. So the one poem I did was like really amazing, and I don't know where it is. I think it's in my shed, in like a container in my shed. So I am starving. I had my college portfolio. I had my college graphic design portfolio. That's actually in my closet. I still have that. It's in my closet. I am starving. I have not eaten fucking anything today. Oh my god. And when I get off here, I'm gonna eat. My husband's supposed to be home early. He's supposed to I don't know where he is, but I think he's supposed to be home early. Yeah, it gave me a 24-hour ban because I dared to talk about the fact that I wanted to yeet myself off of a mountain. Um, but yeah. Oh, I went over here to see where he was. Yeah, I haven't fucking. He is. I think he's actually leaving work. He just got to work. So yeah, he'll be home here shortly. When he gets home, I got some spaghetti I'm going to warm up. And we're going to do some gaming. I got a Twitch for people who like to watch gaming. I got a Twitch. I went out yesterday. I did some gaming. I'm not good or anything, but people were talking about. I started a Twitch. I actually can go live on Twitch too, but yeah. So I got that up and going. Yeah, I'm the same name on there, Ryan Lee TM. Well, thank you, Tana. I played World of Warcraft 12 hours a day for 10 years. I put in like 40,000 hours. When I adopted my kid, I literally shut the computer and walked away cold turkey. I played it every day, all day. And when I adopted her, I wanted to put all my energy into that, obviously. So I quit gaming that day and just I never been back. And then I started gaming somewhat recently. I play Final Fantasy 14. Yeah, I had a bunch of 90s when I quit. That's where I was at. I was at I had a bunch of 90s. And then yeah, well yeah, my everything it's Ryan Lee TM on Twitch. Oh, good night in Sweden. Yeah. Um I used to play Sims. I used to play Sims a lot. My favorite one was Sims Castaway on PlayStation 2. Yeah, I used to play right the beginning Sims. I played that, and I played Sims 2, and I played Sims Castaway. That was my favorite one. I loved Sims Castaway. I played Sims Herbs on two different platforms. It was different on DS, and then I never played Sims 3. I had Sims 4 when I had EA Online, but I can't do it. Like the controls are fucking weird. So I don't it's free on PS5 now. I'd had a I mean I had gotten some stuff together and I'm sure it wouldn't still have all my shit. I was doing the farm version where I had like cows and shit. Um, what's a black screen? That's just me now. It shouldn't be a black screen. Oh, I played Animal Crossing for a long time. I played it on GameCube and then I played it on Switch. I finished it on GameCube 3 times. Maxed out my bank. There was nothing I could do. Caught everything in the game. I did that 3 times. Then I went to Switch, and I played everything. I did the online content, and then I quit playing that. I went to Stardew Valley after that. I went to Stardew Valley. I played that for a while. I played Cult of the Lamb for a hot minute. And then my husband has been wanting me to get into Final Fantasy for fucking ever. So I started that, I don't know, about 4 months ago or something. I think I started playing in like November. I think maybe October, but I think it was like November I started playing. Um, and we play that. So, I don't like Disney. Like the game itself don't look bad, but I hate Disney. So I don't think I could ever play it. So I'm not great at Final Fantasy 14, but I think it's fun. You know, I went on I made the Twitch account because it's kind of fun to watch people play the dungeons. Although I'm really hard to see now because I'm about that tall. I got the shortest character in the game. I did a race change, and I got like the shortest character in the entire fucking game, and I'm like really hard to see now. So I didn't think that through very well. So, but yeah, when he gets home, I'm gonna feed the dogs and make dinner. So I don't do anything Disney. I hate Disney with a passion. Hey, Christy. He should be home like any minute, probably. Thanks, Tana. I don't have to go get him because I had him take the car. I was like, I don't need the car today. I slept in, and then I just cleaned a lot. So I didn't need the car. I didn't need to go anywhere. So I just got up and did a bunch of cleaning and came on here. So I don't know what the fuck they're barking at. I don't know why it's saying. Oh, he's not at work yet. Probably be another half hour before he's home. Yeah, now that I, don't have a job. I liked my job. I did. I liked it. I was good at it, but I don't like Disney anything. But I couldn't chance with everything going on. I literally just changed my name, and I didn't want it getting out there, so I didn't really have a choice. So I had to quit, and it sucked, but I didn't just go and do all this shit, which I still haven't even gotten my license yet, so I can't change anything. So these are so messy. You go to your courthouse and fill out a paper. Give them money. That's it. I have not watched the most recent, but I've watched all the American Horror Stories until now. I don't know if she's feeling better. I don't talk to her. Nice, Randella. I'm feeling, Murder House was not the best. I loved Coven. Which reminds me, I have to go get my pills. I'm about to be out of them. I'm gonna go Thursday to pick them up. But I mean, believe it or not, mentally, I'm doing pretty good mentally considering. The newest episode of Delicate. What's that? Wasn't a huge fan of Hotel. Yeah, I do diamond art, but not the paintings. I do like keychains and stuff. Delicate. Well, is that the one that's about Rosemary's Baby? Because I know that was on Hulu. Was there another season? Am I like quit? I don't know what he's barking at. The last season, the season I didn't watch was the one that's like Rosemary's Baby. Okay. It's not done being shown yet? I'd have thought it'd been done. They're the same person, Crime. They're the same person. I watched the first season of From, and then I was starting to watch the second season of From, and then I lost access to it, so I never got to finish the second season of From. They're the same person. It's still releasing on Hulu. Damn. How many fucking episodes are there? I started watching that back in like fucking November. Well, you know, fun fact. Season 3 of Lost was one of the first shows that they did that whole like winter hiatus bullshit. And that's why season 3 of Lost people got so mad, because they put out the first 6 episodes and then they did the winter hiatus thing. Which was good for me because I hadn't been watching Lost to that point. So I had a pass at Hollywood Video to where I could watch anything I wanted. I paid for a pass where I literally could just go just take movie after movie after movie after movie out. And I ran out of shit to watch. So I went and I got season 1 and season 2 of Lost while the first 6 episodes were playing of season 3. It went on break and I started watching it live. So I missed the first 6 episodes and I started watching it live from episode 7. Well, Brian, I have a whole YouTube channel of them. Jesus. So that's how I ended up getting into Lost, because I remember the first time I ever saw Lost, it was live on TV, and it was the episode. It was season 1, episode 8. It was a Sawyer backstory, and it was the one where he was chasing the fucking wildebeest around, the boar. And I was like, this is the weirdest fucking show. Like, why is he chasing a fucking boar? I will never watch this show. And I ran out of shit to watch, and I was just like, fuck it. So I watched it, and I was like, I am obsessed. Like, I was so obsessed. So yeah, I missed the first 6 episodes, so I didn't get to watch that till it came out on DVD. The boar is significant, 100%. I actually put the boar in that video. That was the one time the boar ended up in a video. Season 3 had some of the best episodes. If you guys do watch it, season 3, episode 12, part Avion, it's Claire's black story where she has the black hair. That episode like fucked with me because it was so similar to my life, dude. It was so similar. It was wild. I always like Claire is like very similar to me. And her backstory was very, very similar to my backstory. So it was wild to watch, to be honest. The guy who plays Sawyer, I can't think of it offhand. The guy who plays Sawyer, man, he's a hell of an actor. Brianna, almost all of my YouTubes are about Charlie. Almost every video does have Charlie in it. Every single video I've done has Charlie in it. For me, what was significant, first of all, Lost, the show, is based off of black and white. It's based off of black and white. And you see that in the first episodes, where he's wearing the black and white Adidas or black Vans. He was wearing the black and white Vans. And the scene in season 3, episode 23, I want to believe, where he dives off the boat to go to the hatch and the shoe just floats up. Like, that's in at least 6 of my videos. To me, that was wild because, like, he knew that he had to die. Like, he knew he had to die. And that he did it and did it so willingly was huge to me, you know? Like, his whole thing was, you know, I have to die to get her off this island. And, like, to me, you know, he knew her, I want to say the span, I think he knew her 3 months when he went in there. And that's just wild to me. Yeah, he knew he was sacrificing himself. Dominic Monaghan wanted off the show. and because he wanted to be a bigger part of the show, and they're like, well, you're a supporting actor, you're a main supporting actor, but you're a supporting actor. And he was like, look, he's like, I want off the show, but I want a death so epic. So they came up with this really epic story arc that eventually ended up where he sacrificed himself, and it's like, holy shit. It was a caramello. It was a caramello. Yeah, I came home and my dogs, I had my Blu-ray set up on a shelf, and my dogs got a hold of it and tore it to shreds. But I didn't have anything to watch it on, and that's the only reason I think I didn't lose my complete and utter shit. I didn't have anything to watch it on. I don't I got rid of all my movies and everything. I kept it for, to keep it. And they destroyed it, and I was so upset. But I can't watch it because, like, okay, so I watched it, and then I did a rewatch and with my mother-in-law, and because I already knew everything that was going to happen, like, I just spent the entirety of the rewatch in tears. Like, it didn't matter. Like, the show would come on and I would start crying. Yeah, Locke is one of my favorite characters because I love Terry O'Quinn. And actually, on my this Lost tattoo here, which has the numbers, the scales with the black and white, is actually his. It says, this is my destiny right here. This is my destiny. I was Team Smokey 100%. It had Locke, it had Claire, it had Ben. Like, those were my favorites. So I was Team Smokey through and through. No, I don't like vampires. But I did watch Twilight, so figure that out. Locke's whole story arc is amazing to me. Season 1, episode 4 is just, they couldn't have cinematically chosen the way for him to walk. I don't think they could have done that any better than what they did, because, watching him realize that he could feel his feet again, and the plane has crashed and there's pandemonium and people are screaming and crying and terrified, and you just see this monumental moment of beauty and chaos that, I mean, it's unmatched. I don't really know of a show that has ever done something so eloquently. You know what I mean? Like, there was just so much death and despair and chaos, and then you have somebody realizing that they can walk again, and seeing, I mean, he couldn't have acted that any better. I read the books of Vampire Diaries back in the day. I read the Twilight books are really good. The movies are good. I read the Vampire Diary books back in the 90s. But I never watched the show. Yeah, I didn't have HBO, but like I said, never been a huge vampire fan. Yeah, shouldn't you be in bed? It's 9:30. So, where are we going on Friday, Miss? You're taking me out. Where are we going Friday? You read The Color Purple? Yeah, that's a slow burn. I don't think I could do it. I can't watch it for sure. I'm not a huge slow burn fan. My hands are full of, I touched that damn caramello, and now my hands are sticky as shit. When I get off here, first thing I'm doing is washing my fucking hands. I got that caramel all over them. But now he's at work. Yeah. Well, for a lot of people, Lost was really hard to watch because there was the flash forwards, the flash backwards, the flash sideways. And, then people didn't even understand what the hell season 6 was about. Season 6 was, them, how it would have been and how they met each other. And well, there's Easter eggs in those flashes. Like, the funeral home, I can't remember, Franz Drawler Funeral Home. It's an anagram for flash forward. They had done that with a lot of them. There was a lot of weird little Easter eggs in there that I think a lot of people didn't understand. But the name of the funeral home was an anagram for flash forward. There was a couple things that they had done stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I could definitely understand why it was hard to like kind of comprehend. But there's it's called the Encyclopedia of Lost, and it like explains everything in depth. It's a large hardcover book, and it gives a page for every one of the people on the island and explains who they were. It's a really good book. It's in my shed as well, but there's a page just on Vincent, and I didn't realize like how important Vincent was, and like there's a whole fucking page. And I remember when I was on Tumblr, I had the biggest lost community on Tumblr, and I remember doing this. I remember writing out the page for Vincent, and people were like crying. They're like, "This is so bad." I'm like, "Yeah, I know." The fucking dog. They bought that book too. I like to read. I have a bunch of books that I need to read. I used to read a book a day. But I don't know, man. I just can't sit to read anymore. It's called the Encyclopedia of Lost. It I don't even know where you'd find it now. Hold on. The Encyclopedia of Lost. There is a Lost wiki too that's really, yeah, it's this right here. And it's really good. 400 pages, 1,500 images. It talks about the mythologies, the plot lines, the locations, relationships, characters, items. It was really good. It went really, really in depth on a lot of things. And it was definitely worth the money, I can tell you that. Yeah, the series finale. Um, did you notice that Vincent was at the vet when he had to go get stitches? I think so. I probably would have. Um, yeah, it's pretty well, actually, you've seen my video on the finale, right? Like, I just wanted to stab everybody's hearts out with that video. I'm pretty sure I managed. Um, and the weird thing was, it was weird because I knew that the song would work for the end, and I really didn't have to edit very much at all. I took basically some of the side parts out, but for the most part, I didn't even have to edit it a whole lot to do that one. But I mean, the dog was so fucking significant, you know. It was wild, and I don't think people realize just like how important the dog was. But I have this shirt as two different sweatshirts and a t-shirt. Um, but yeah, like the whole thing was live together, die alone, live together, die alone, and Jack's literally getting ready to die alone on an island after he has sacrificed himself to get everybody off of it, and here comes the fucking dog. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Like, I don't know how anybody didn't like completely lose their shit when that damn dog comes running through the damn forest. Yeah, in the same place that the show started, where it all started. It all came back full circle. The Brianna, have you seen the video that I did? It doesn't show. I mean, it shows obviously the end, which if the end isn't a spoiler because there's so much going on before the end, but the end isn't a spoiler if that makes sense. Did you see the one that I did? Okay, you saw it? Okay. Yeah, it was the biggest spoiler one that I have. I mean, because the Charlie and Claire ones are always a spoiler because it shows them getting back at the end. Which, if you haven't seen the show, you're just gonna be like, "What the fuck?" But I have one movie. Oh, I have one video that is like spoiler fucking central, and the song is "Closer to the Edge" by 30 Seconds to Mars. But it just that song was like so fucking perfect. Yeah, good night, Miss Ma'am. We'll get together and figure out if we are actually going to see each other Friday. Because if not, I'm going to spend my birthday alone, but that's fine. I'm used to it. Last year was great, though. Some people came down, and my husband really went all out. And last year's birthday had made up. It was tied with the best birthday I'd ever had. So, I mean, if this year just kind of exists, I'll be fine with that because the year before it was garbage. So, I mean, I went from garbage to great. So if I just have a decent birthday, I'll be all right. Like I'm not even aiming for good. Like just decent would be nice. I have cried almost every single birthday of my existence. Like there is literally pictures of me crying on like every birthday. I don't like realizing I'm older. Like I remember my 18th birthday, I was like a sobbing mess because I didn't want to be 18. Everybody wants to be 18. I did not want to be 18 at all. Like at all. I didn't want to be I didn't want to grow up. Fried green tomatoes. Hi babe. I've been watching you on Life 360. Yeah, right now you should be at the yard getting ready to come home. When you come home, I'm gonna have to make some spaghetti. I haven't eaten all day. I haven't eaten all day. I am starving. I just had a couple bites of a caramello. I am like this close to cash apping you money to go get me something to eat on the way home. I'm not even kidding. Like I have not eaten all day and it fucking sucks. I'm starving. Hey, the one I want to shut isn't shutting. Try this again. I don't even know what you would get me. It's fine. Just come home. I'll eat spaghetti. It's not a big deal. You'd probably have to like coupon app the fucking McDonald's and everything else. So I'll just eat spaghetti when you get home. It needs to be eaten up anyway. Give you his cash app. You'll send enough for both of us. No, it's okay. I'm damn tempted. Well, you just left Hardee's. I was gonna say that sandwich you had yesterday was pretty fucking good. I might have to get that one day. No, if you're taking me out for my birthday, you sure as hell don't need to cash at me for food right now, dude. That's a little much. Your birthday is the day after Christmas. My ex's birthday was the day after Christmas. I feel like he got hosed every year. You get that. Andrew's mom's birthday is like 2 days after Christmas. You get that like, here's your birthday / Christmas gift. That's crazy because one of my best friend's birthday is the day before Halloween too. That's crazy. My birthday is October 30th. Yours is on Mother's Day? My mom went into labor on Easter, but Easter moves around. So every so now and then my birthday gets really close to Easter. Andrew's I think does land on Easter every now and then. Main Street closes at well, why would you go to Main Street? Oh, for Hardy. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, you wouldn't make it there in time. It's 9:35. I need money for my crab cage. I can't be spending money. I'm trying to get together money to buy a fucking crab cage. I can't I don't have the money to send you. I'm trying to get money together for a crab cage. I'm running on fumes. We need to. I'll eat the spaghetti when we get home. I was just kidding. Yeah, I was April 12th. My mom was April 23rd. My grandmother was April 28th. My great grandma was April 4th. So I get it. I thought my great grandma was in April, but apparently she was in January. The Hardee's in town closes at 10. We have a Hardee's. We have a Hardee's that is open in a truck stop. Yeah, babe. Would you be willing to do that? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I gotta think now because I don't know what I would want. Yeah, I'm here. I'm listening. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I'm really feeling McDonald's. So yeah, because you ain't gonna make it to Hardee's in time anyway. Yeah. Give me a second to think, and you're getting back on live, so I'll let you know. Okay. Bye bye. Like I don't know. Like do I? Oh, I don't know. I'm kind of McDonald's out to be honest. Yeah, everything in town. Basically the only thing that's open right now is McDonald's and quit. McDonald's and Hardee's. I mean McDonald's and Wendy's. My birthday's in 3 days. I don't know. I have spaghetti that needs to be eaten. I don't know. Wendy's got to be too fucking expensive. It's just fucking expensive. What is this? Oh. I don't like, yeah. Yeah, they haven't changed any of their fucking shit in forever. So, like, that dog is driving me nuts. Your baby was born during the apocalypse? Nice. Or, sorry, eclipse. Oh, what? I keep saying apocalypse. I meant eclipse. Yeah, Brianna, I'm the same way. That's why I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start on TikTok, and then like after X amount, come over here. So let's see what this would be. Yeah, it's better on here. Yeah, I'm looking at. No, I didn't want. No, I just want sandwiches. Where's sandwiches? I found a free fry coupon, which I just used, so now I have to use it. I don't know why that dog has been barking its fucking head off. All right, where am I at now? Fuck it. All right. Oh yeah, no, I did a free. I did the free fry thing. And he said, I don't know, babe, are you on live? Go to McDonald's. I sent you the code. If he doesn't answer me, try to answer me if you can, because if not, I'm gonna call. I sent you the code. I thought it was going to be cheaper for me to do what I was doing. It was actually cost me more than what I was going to do to begin with. But by that point, I was like, "Fuck it." I would have to wait 15 minutes because I actually used the coupon, and they're petty, and they're like, "Well, if you use it, you have to wait 15 minutes." So at that point, I was stuck using that coupon. After 6,000, you start losing them. Actually, it only lets you go up to like 6,000. Oh, okay. Well, here, yeah, hold on. The code is. There you go. That's just the code. Let's see. As of right now, do I have the money for my tank? No. So what I'm doing for my birthday is I'm buying me mine starts dying after 6,000. How? Um I'm buying me a crab tank. My husband's birthday is April 3rd. My husband's birthday is April 3rd. He just had his birthday. I am buying myself a crab tank. And I got the filter and I got the filter and I got the moss. Everything else we need, but I got to buy the tank, and the tank is what's going to cost the money. So I am doing. I'll have the money Friday though. I'm buying it Sunday, so I'll have the money on Friday. I'm like $30 short. because I just spent money on food, as I shouldn't have. I had basically exactly enough. And then we had to use my money to buy something online because we need to buy something real quick. And then the food I bought today. So, but on Friday I'll have the money made up so I can go pick it up on Sunday. So, be all right. See, I had a ton of money saved up, but I loaned it to him for this disaster back here. So he's making payments to me. So I have extra money since I quit my job. So you worked at McDonald's in 96. I worked at McDonald's I worked there for one day. I worked there for one day. I don't remember how old I was, but I worked there for one day. My OCD would never. Like, I couldn't do it. My OCD just, at the time, my OCD was really bad. It got better when I had my hysterectomy because I think the hormones kind of chilled out some. So, but my OCD was really, really bad then, and I couldn't stand touching things that other people touched. And they wanted me to clean things, and I didn't want to touch rags that people had already touched. So, yes, they tried to put me on the fry thing. Yes, that's what they do. They put people on fries to scare them off, I think. I think when you first start at McDonald's, they put you on fries to see if you're going to make it. Because if you can't make it on fries, you're fucked. So that's what I did that day, which wasn't a big deal. But then when I got to like the cleaning duty, they wanted me to clean using things that other people had touched. And at that point, I was not able to like touch things people touched when it came to like rags and stuff. And that right before I had my hysterectomy, my OCD was, it was life crippling. Like, I was washing my hair twice a day. I was taking like 2 showers a day. I couldn't touch anything. If somebody touched it, I couldn't touch it. Which made life really fucking hard. It made life so fucking hard. My bedding was being washed insanely. I could sleep on my pillow for a couple days tops. I'd have to flip it over and then I'd have to wash my bedding. It was wild. It was wild. It got to be like right before I had my surgery, and I didn't know that the surgery was going to fix it. I came out of surgery and it was like a weight lifted. Like, it went away like 90%. And then it ended up coming back about 25%. There's things I do now that I would never have been able to do before. Like, never, ever, ever be able to. It was so bad. I couldn't touch anything. COVID was a fucking trip. I'd gotten my hysterectomy in 19, COVID hit in 20, and that I didn't want to, I stayed in my house the entire time. Like, I never left. I don't think I left my house almost at all during COVID. The hormones can fuck with OCD really bad. And at the time, when I was talking earlier, like about the whole like fertility thing, my hormones were fucked. I was in perimenopause with PCOS from the time I was in my 20s. So my hormones were fucked up. When I had my hysterectomy, I had them also take my ovaries. So I went into immediate menopause. And I think that's, in the end, what helped it was just the hormones just weren't there. And I was able to actually function as a human being. I couldn't even explain to you how bad it was because it was awful. Like, I couldn't, like, if, like, I do laundry now, like I do mine and his laundry. I couldn't touch a wash rag if somebody touched it. I couldn't touch a towel if somebody had touched it. I would never, ever, ever, ever pick up napkins. I still have an issue with that. I couldn't touch people's plates, forks, cups, door handles. There was just so much that I could not. So I saw what you said. I understand, but like, I'm just asking to coexist here. I mean, he's not coming at you for right now. I had a conversation. He's supposed to, yeah, see, I knew for me, I knew they were going to go in and take the uterus and tubes. And I was like, if you're in there, take it all. I said, take the ovaries, take the cervix, take all of it. Just take all of it. And they took all of it and my gallbladder. Because my gallbladder went out while all this was happening. I was getting ready. I was, getting ready and figuring out when I was going to do the hysterectomy, and my gallbladder went out. And I was like, well, while you're in there, why don't you just do like a combo surgery? And originally they're like, no, we can't do that. And I'm like, why not? So I went to the other doctor, and the other doctor was like, I don't care. So I ended up getting all of it done in one swoop, which was nice and saved me a butt ton of money. Because that hysterectomy after insurance and everything was like $50,000, and the gallbladder was practically nothing because I was already anesthetized. I already had the room. It was like for the doctor to take it out. Like it was so much cheaper for me to put them together than it was to do them separately. Hello. So I'm glad that and that way I only had to do like one surgery, because I'm not a surgery fan. There's some people who like, they'll do surgeries and they don't even care. They're like, I'm on my 5th surgery this year. And I'm like, I've had three technically, but I don't really consider the first one, I don't really consider it a surgery per se. See, I had the biopsy done prior to the hysterectomy. They went in and did the biopsy while I was awake. They were like, oh, we're going to do a biopsy. It's going to suck. It actually wasn't that bad. And it came back, and she's like, you have like 2 options. And she's like, and one of them is just yanking everything. I was like, I don't even need to hear the second option. Just take it. I've been asking them to take my shit for years. So, no, my gallbladder recovery was fine. It wasn't bad at all. No, I know people that they'll have like 5 surgeries a year, and I'm just like, why? Like, the thought of being put under freaks me out really bad. Like really, really bad. I don't like the whole being put under thing. Like I always tell them when they're putting me under, like, don't have me count back. Don't let me know you're doing it. Just let me be normal and then wake up. Like, don't even tell me you're doing it. I don't want to know. Yeah. My gallbladder surgery had a 2-week recovery time, and my hysterectomy had a 6-week recovery time, but I was feeling pretty good after week 2. I had a complication from the surgery, which was worse than the surgery itself. So the first 2 weeks after my hysterectomy was awful because I had a horrible reaction to something, and that was way worse than the surgery recovery. For me, it's just the scariness of being put under. Like, knowing that you're going to be unconscious trips me out. I remember when they knocked me out for my big surgery, though. I remember I was there, and I guess they told me I started freaking out. I was like, that is not freaking out. But I remember getting a little anxious, and then the next thing I knew, I was being wheeled out of a fucking elevator, and I'm like, so when are we going to surgery? She's like, it's done. And I was like, what do you mean it's done? She's like, it's done. And then I kind of thought for a second, and like thought about my body, and I'm like, I definitely do feel strange. I definitely feel strange. Yeah, but the hysterectomy was definitely the best thing I could have done. It really helped me out in a lot of different ways, especially like mentally. But I will tell you this, like my husband talks about the fact that he's like, you've changed so much in 5 years and blah, 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 blah. My doctor told me, she was like, does he realize you had a hysterectomy? She's like, your hormones are fucked. She's like, on top of all the stress and the PTSD and everything, she's like, you're not going to be the same person. Like your hormones they were really, really up and now they're really, really gone. So it was like it went from being this to being that. And there was no like middle ground. There was no de-escalation. It went from me having hormones that are crazy, just out of control, to having none. And my body just doesn't know how to function with it. Do you have to do hormone replacement? No. I did not, because once I felt so much better from the OCD, I knew that if I had any type of hormone replacement, that it was going to bring the OCD back, at least to some effect. And it is not worth being that fucking miserable. I'd rather just cry and be whatever than to deal with how I felt when my OCD was really bad. Because I mean, my OCD, like I said, I couldn't touch like anything. And like, especially now, like I have all these animals and I'm the one who like keeps the house clean because I have no job now. I wouldn't be able to do half the shit. Like I used to be able to not wash dishes. Like I couldn't even touch dishes. Luckily we had a dishwasher, so I mean it didn't matter, but I couldn't touch anything. And I don't want to get to that point again. I don't want to get to that point of not being able to touch anything again. So, and I can't even afford that shit anyways. Like realistically, hormones are expensive. And so the hot flashes, this was wild. Because they yanked out my ovaries, I went crashing straight into the hysterectomy, right straight into menopause. And they don't check your hormones for 6 months to see where you are in 6 months. In 6 months' time, they finally verified. I knew it had happened a lot sooner, but they told me at 6 months' time I was in complete, utter, total, just complete menopause. And from the time that I had my surgery to the time that they actually decided to test it, I had 5 actual hot flashes. And by the way, hot flashes, they're not, when you are in like perimenopause, they are nothing compared to what happens in menopause. I'm just going to let you know that. They are a completely different ballgame. The ones in menopause, there is a nauseousness that I cannot even compute. Like the hot it's not even a hot. It's like when you have really bad panic. It's like when you have really bad panic and you get this nauseousness that is just irreprehensible. I can't even. Go on. Go on. Go on. You want a drink? No? I'm shutting the door, so I don't know what to tell you. You're just going to stand there and stare at the door that I'm shutting it. It was, oh my God, the nauseousness was on par with a gallbladder attack. Hey! No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You'll get your dinner when Dad gets home. I will eat my dinner and then I'll eat your dinner. Well, actually, you'll eat your dinner. What am I talking about? Yeah, those, I mean, I had those hot flashes before I went through menopause. I was so hot, I would literally sit in a tank top by an open window in winter and still be hot. Like I had hot flashes, but the hot flashes that you get when you are like fully through menopause, I only had 5 and they were awful. It was like, the hot is more like the feeling of absolute terror, the feeling that you get like when you have like the worst panic attack, and then heat, and then literally just trying everything within you to not vomit. And luckily I only had like 5 of those. You can't be home already. might be home already. Oh, he's home. Yeah, I don't get him anymore. Like, yep, he's home. Hey. Enough. All right, well, he's home. He's brought me food. I'm going to let him come say hi, I think. I wanted you to come say hi.
Food for the queen.
Did you get me a sweet and sour sauce?
No,
Oh,
should have ordered
I
one.
didn't think about it. Damn it. All right.
They don't have any over here. I'm sorry. Usually I hold on to about one or two over here.
All right. I'm going to go eat. Thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate it.
You can stay live for a little while you eat.